Welcome to another edition of Whiskey Games and Nerd Stuff. Today's whiskey, we are continuing to drink the Legent whiskey. Let's go ahead and take a sip. And today's Nerd Stuff is a Pauper deck that I'm going to go through and ask for some feedback and some suggestions. I was playing my typical mono red Pauper, and I was playing somebody who was playing this, and I thought it was kind of cool. Was more effective than I thought it was going to be. Either that or I just sucked at the deck I was playing. So built this as best I could from what they had, from what I jotted down real quick. And yes, this is showing the uncommon symbol, but this was a common at one point. So let's go ahead and get into this. So this is basically a goblin deck. So it starts off with 4 of the Skirks. And then I've got 4 goblin matrons. Then 4 putrid goblins, and then 4 mesmeric fiends, 2. Then a dark dweller oracle, impulsive proliferer, and then that, I believe that was 16 creatures. So let's just double check real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep, there were 16 creatures we had. And then for the additions, he went with a couple duresses. I kind of narrowed it down to 1 duress. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 unearths. Of course, I could bring back any of the creatures that I have, or if I needed to, I could cycle. 4 fanatical offerings. Actually, 3. I thought it was going to be 4 in there, so it was 3. Deadly dispute. 4 deadly disputes. First day of class. Candy trails. Trying to figure out why the candy trails were in there. It does make sense. I mean, you could put it in there and scry, and then I can pay some to sacrifice it to gain 3 life, draw a card. I'm not sure about this particular having this in here or not. Would love to hear some comments or suggestions of what you would replace that with. Chromatic Star, 2. Ichor Wellspring, 4. Makeshift munitions. I think there should be more in here than the 1. When I was talking to him, he said that he had more, and I think I might have sided 1 or 2 in here. But I think this deck would actually be good with 4 of these, because when you're using these as chump blockers, or if you're blocking, as you're attacking or to finish off the game, I like the ability to sacrifice any of the artifacts or creatures to do 1 damage. So, especially if as quick as this seemed to come out with the goblins right off the bat, I can easily see a turn where, by turn 3, you're getting several of these out there, and depending on how slow they were to build their board state, I could definitely see an opportunity here between the artifacts and the creatures to finish them off, where you have 5 things out there to play with. The non-basic lands, I don't remember off as well as I should what he had in there, but I added the bog, the Drossford's Bridge, furnace, because again, sacrificing the artifacts, that gives me not only is this the land source, but it also counts as the artifact, so that should go with the munitions. That's why I think this should have 4 in there. I really think I should put 4 of these in here. I always forget how to pronounce this one. And then the Vault of Whispers. Again, what I liked about this, and I keep going back to, this really should have 4 in here, I'm thinking, because you've got your mana sources that I can also sack later to do damage. I've got plenty of artifacts that I could sack to do damage. Got plenty of creatures that can keep coming back. And, this is something where, again, I have not played this deck. It was just played against me, and it did pretty well. And I just had a just straight up mono Pauper red deck where it was just, chain lightnings, lightning bolts, incinerates, just basically just direct damage. Where on turn 3, if I did got a the perfect setup, usually I can kill anybody in turn 3 because and this actually this is pretty well. Again, it could be just because I'm not that good. I do like simple decks that just are really fast, aggro, and this is where traditionally I just stick with red, but where this was goblins, I went ahead and go red-black. I do think I really need to add 4 in here to really make this deck pop. Would really love to hear what your thoughts are on this. What would you add out? What would you take in? What would you sideboard? So far for the sideboard, I've got dresses in here. Got this for flyers. Destroy some artifacts if I need to, and creature control. Then if I needed to draw some cards, I was thinking about adding there, but I don't think I want to have these. I think my biggest thing is doing 4 of these. But if I do 4 of these, what am I going to take out? Because right now, what we've got is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 41 if I counted right, not counting your land sources. So if I were to add 3 more of those munitions, what would you take out in its place? So if I did want to go with 3 more of these, what would you take out of the cards that I have right here? Again, I really appreciate all the people that reach out through the comment section or who have made comments on the Twitter, Instagram, or just straight up send over an email on some of this stuff. This is just one of those things I just this is, as I mentioned in the past, I just kind of do these as they come up. This is one where it's been sitting in. If you look at some of the other videos, this particular deck's been sitting in the background. And I thought, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about this one real quick. I'm still trying to fish it out or flesh it out. But really would appreciate any feedback. And please like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And until next time, folks, cheers.